Welcome out to this week's Connect blog. Today I want to elaborate a little bit on the Connect vision by describing Connect as a microcosm of the arts industry. And what I mean by that is I think that at Connect there needs to be metaphorically represented the major aspects that make up the big, separate, crazy arts industry, so that anyone coming out to Connect can experience viscerally, I was going to say Vishnu, can experience viscerally and emotionally what it's going to be like to endeavor out into the big art world. So to do that successfully, I think that that Connect needs to have two major aspects, because I mean it could be more, but I'm just for now I'm thinking two. The first aspect needs to be destination. Connect needs to be a destination, and the second major aspect, Connect needs to be a launch pad. Something so kind of like Connect is both a place to come, and also Connect is a place that pushes you out there. So Connect as a destination, I think it needs to have three major aspects to be a real place that you would want to go to. Some of these things we're already doing, but the first is it needs to be a place of opportunity where you can just show your work. Just your creative perspective as you see it. And then secondly, it needs to be a place where you can potentially meet buyers, people who want to purchase your work. And thirdly, it needs to be a place where you can, I guess more broadly, meet like minds and people that just love your creative perspective. And kind of in summary, I think those three things, showing your work, meeting people who appreciate your work, and then selling your work, represent, as far as the art industry is concerned, the three major things that are most desirable about it. It's what everyone trying to get out there wants to do. And so in Connect, you could see that the potential of that realized in one concise space. The other aspect, Connect as a launch pad. I think that, and as you can probably tell, it's really cold out here, so I'm struggling to keep my thought process going. But Connect as a launch pad, I think that also has to have three major parts. It needs to have a talent scout element where you have industry professionals like art gallery curators and interior designers coming out to find new talent, pull them out of the crowd and take them on some kind of adventure. And then the second part would be Connect would have to be integrated into the whole fabric of the community, so that at Connect you could see where are the art galleries that are available, where are the different art events in the city, what kind of scholarships are available out there. So the other aspect would be that it's tied into the fabric of the community by being kind of a hub where you can find information about other places, and kind of a dynamic cross-pollination of artists and things. And then the third aspect, I think it needs to be kind of an educational place where, for example, at Connect we do the voting element. Well, I think that is a useful educational tool to help new artists experience what it's going to be like to endeavor in a competitive environment, and to kind of just hone their identity that can persevere through that. And also, a variety of educational activities where you can, hone your craft and so forth. So I think those, the destination and the launch pad are the two main aspects that I think Connect has to fulfill properly in order to be a true microcosm of the arts industry. But the last point that I want to end on here is how that's quite a thing. What I've talked about is quite a thing to have to coordinate, but from the perspective of an artist who's going there for the first time, what is that going to feel like? That's a lot of stuff to have to experience. And so how do we manage all that? And so I have two thoughts for that. The first one is right here through what I call kind of a character system. Oh dear. And this is an aspect of another project I'm working on called Go Unite, but basically I envision that each main opportunity or element of the Connect that I envision will be represented by a character. And so if you're a community member, or an artist rather, and you're coming out to this venue, then you'll be greeted by someone who will say, what type of experience do you want? And then they will show you the characters, almost like a menu, actually quite a bit like a menu, and you get to choose what type of experience you want, and there will be kind of a journey that you can go through at the event that will guide you through that experience. So you can up front see the relative complexity of the system. And then the last important thing that I think will help artists navigate Connect will be a mentor. You know, someone who has been to that event prior and kind of knows the main checkpoints that take place there. And I kind of envision it like Virgil taking Dante through hell and up to the divine layers of heaven. Kind of just the mentor guiding the artist through the full spectrum of the art industry, kind of like a big social ritual or play or something. But just so that the artist knows when they do go out into the world, what they're experiencing and what point they are at in their journey, and how all these things kind of relate, and to do all this by having them experience it in one concise event or location. Alright, so that's kind of a refined list of things that I think Connect has to have, and I'll leave it there, and I will talk to you next week. Alright.